What's going on? Welcome to K Sports Talk. We're gonna talk about the KBL Asian import reports for the second round of the season. We got Beck here, PD, 1983. And here's the role of the KBL. Let's see, players in the 10 KBL clubs. So we're going to start with Carl Tamayo. So Tamayo, yeah, I actually agree. He's probably the first option along with Anson Murray. And yeah, he's been balling it up like crazy because we have the Yuki Song and Young Hong Shik and Junin Duk, but I could see Tamayo being the first option. He's been balling it up. I had to say what's up to Carl. And yeah, I agree with the assessment there. First option. So, yep, Carl Tamayo. And the second player, Ethan Avano. I think he could still be a first option. Maybe I was wondering why is he the second option, but maybe because of Henry Ellison, because he's been averaging 22 points a game. Ethan is, I think, averaging 17 and a half points a game. So he could be second or first, but okay, I'll give him that because, Wangju, and then they have Kang Sang Jae as the third option, and then Kimbo Bae, the fourth option. So, yeah. So I'll be okay with that assessment there for the first or second option. But sometimes, depending on where we are in the game, I would just say he's the first option. He's gonna have to like bring it home, man. If he doesn't bring it home, more likely Wangju loses the game. So yeah. Now with SJ Belengale, yeah, I definitely am right there with the second option because of the foreign import, aka Ricardo Ratcliffe, aka Raguna, aka Cuyacardo, and then Nick Perkins could be the foreign imports will be the first option, and and then the second option will be SJ Belengale. So I agree with that. And give me a second here. All right, so got some coffee in me. And of course, you have Jung Sung Woo, Shin Sung Min. So that could be the possibility in that deal. So, okay, second option. Now, here we go. KQ. Third option. I think he could be more of a second option, but at times the big three guys that are on Sono is Lee Jung Hyun, Nathan Knight, and KQ. And I think sometimes he could be the second option. I think he could intertwine between the first, second, and third option if, Lee Jung Hyun does get hurt or something like that. But I could see Nathan Knights being the first option, Lee Jung Hyun maybe the second option, KQ the third. But that could intertwine to the second, or sometimes he's going to have to take over and be the first option for. So, yeah, I'm like 50-50 on that one. Okay, now here's JD. Kayulagin. Third option, yeah, 5'7". He's balling it up. Of course, you have a lot of stars on Sono. You have a lot of talent on Sono. You have Kim Soo-young, Ha Yoon-gi. I call him the South Korean Incredible Hulk. You have, of course, I'm drawing a blank here. Oh, Derek Williams and Isaiah Hicks. So, yeah, this one I actually agree with. Yep, JD, and sometimes he comes off the bench, but when Kim Soo-young gets hurt, JD is the starting point guard. And another question that's looming in my head, or a lot of the heads, is he going to get re-signed? Because his contract runs out after December. So hopefully he will stay because he's doing the job. And I think if they get rid of JD, that's a huge mistake on Sono's part because I don't think Kim Soo-young is going to stay healthy all year. And I think you need that backup guard or a starting guard. And JD's used to, start at UP, at Diliman. So he could pretty much, be the second or first option when needed. Now, here we go. Rez Abando. I'm a little iffy on this. Like, he's the fourth option. And I'm not just saying it because I met up with Rez. I went to his barangay at East Bactan High School. I sat in this uncomfortable chair when he was a student. I'm not saying it because of that. I just think maybe he's could be maybe the third, sometimes maybe the second. I don't think he's the first option, of course, because you have Johnny O'Brien, you have Byung Jun Hyun, Park Ji-woon. So, I could see between third, sometimes a second option if it warrants itself. I would say maybe the third option, but sometimes, but lately he hasn't been producing as many points as possible. So, yeah. So right now, I can see why Beck put the fourth option, but I would say he's a third option, and I'm not, placating to Reza Bando. I think that's where it is. Now with Justin Gutang, you have so many weapons on Samsung. You have, Andrew Nicholson. You have, who else you have? Lee Kwang-hee, who played for the Phoenix Viewmasters in the PBA. So I could see Justin Gutang. And of course, Lee Dae-sung, but I think he's hurt right now. So yeah, I can see him being the fourth option, but he can bring a lot to the game. He can jump, he can dunk, just like Reza Bando does. So I'm okay with that assessment right there. And of course, the next person is Arvin Torrentino, the fourth option. Yeah. Even if Arvin back in the PBA for Northport scored 51 points, but in the KBL, let's see. Of course, the first option is usually Jamil Wani. The another option is Kim Nak-gun, or the point guard. You have even An Jun, yeah, yeah. So he's MVP of last year. So yeah, Torrentino could be maybe the third, but I'm okay with that fourth because sometimes he starts, sometimes he comes off the bench. So Seoul SK is loaded. They're starting to win games again. And then Miguel Ulsan. So bench, of course, he's hurt. He's been out. The question is, if he has surgery, he'll be out for the year. But hopefully, he can keep working and get back into the team because then I hate to see him go. And and he played with the same college with Gutang, not with Gutang, but at the same college at Minide. But Miguel Ulsan, bench player, but sometimes I think he could come up maybe as the third or fourth option when he does start. So yeah, and Navarro, yeah, I hate to say, but yeah, he's a bench player. He rarely plays, so I would like to see him play more. But with here's the thing: you got the Hoon brothers, Haun. They're gonna be the starting backcourt. You have Song Gok Chang, and yeah, and then Sean Long. So it's a crowded starting lineup. So yeah, he's gonna come off the bench whatever playing time he gets. I hope he starts getting some playing time because he's a talented player, and he's just not getting too much of an opportunity with Busan KCC Egis. I bet you if you would have maybe not get blocked by the SBP of the Philippines, I think he would be playing more with the Samsung Thunders. But unfortunately, Busan KCC is so loaded. And yeah, the Hoon brothers are there, and they're there to stay. So hopefully Navarro can get in and start getting some more minutes, because what the issue with Kevin Epistola, I was like, is he gonna play? Is he not gonna play? What's going on? Because sometimes I was on Instagram with him, like, yo. So yeah, so that's what's going on currently in round 2 of the KBL. So yeah, and so right now we're in the FIBA break. So December, we'll hopefully see round 3 and see where all these players are again. All right, so if any of you enjoyed this content, please give me the HKO special help the king out. Hit the like, subscribe, and comment. And wherever you are, stay safe, and I'll see you in my next video.